mouthing off to Jalen Hurts like the sore loser that he is may be the downfall of Chris Jones of the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Appreciate all of your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Really, really do. Thank you for everyone who's liking, commenting, subscribing, watching the videos, sharing the videos. It means a lot. So y'all may remember this from the game against the Kansas City Chiefs. There was a lot of whining going on after that game and before the game too, to be fair. And we got caught this with Chris Jones to Jalen Hurts at the end of that game. Yes, Chris, we won the effing game, my friend, and you're sitting there whining because the other team didn't have a lot of yards. Maybe you should have stopped the big plays, my friend. I'm just saying, maybe you should have stopped the big plays, but I think we broke them with that, guys. I think the game itself and winning that game and winning the way we did, and then the reaction by the fans after the fact with this, I think we may have ultimately broken Chris Jones. After that, we had this. Hopefully, you can see this again. I apologize if the NFL said no, you can't watch this, but you may have seen this. Jacksonville, by the way, beat the Kansas City Chiefs, which I'm sure you know, and you may have seen this play. First of all, to be fair to Trevor Lawrence, I'm sure it's been pointed out, but I haven't seen it. The first stumble was because he got his foot stepped on. So he goes down, boom, he goes down, right? This is right there in the middle. The defensive lineman standing up behind his line is Chris Jones. So he's seeing that. Trevor Lawrence gets up and from there's look at Chris Jones, folks. I'll back it up just a little bit. Pay attention to number 95, right? Sees that look at that, man. He just stood there the whole time, never made any effort. And this is the type of stuff that pisses me off. And this really pisses off Philly fans in general. This is probably our biggest pet peeve, right? Lack of effort. We want guys who are going to run through walls, run the proverbial run through a brick wall to make a play, right? Your Allen Iverson players for all the other issues and everything and the off the court stuff and talking about practice and all that. Philly was absolutely loved AI because, yes, obviously a hell of a player, but he also gave everything he had every second he played, and he loved and appreciated the fans in Philly and their passion. And that is the recipe for success in Philly. It's amazing, amazing how few athletes have that mentality. I think Bryce Harper's another one. There was a guy, I can't even remember how long he ended up being here, but because I think it was the World Series team in '93. Aaron Rowan was a big free agent signing, center fielder from Chicago White Sox, came over in one of the early games. I don't know detail. He was running a ball down in center field and just ran full speed into the fence face first. I think there was a part of the fence that wasn't covered up, busted his nose wide open, blood everywhere. Instant fan favorite in Philly. That's how it's done. So, what was Chris Jones' reaction to getting roasted for his comments to Jalen Hurts and then getting roasted for this lack of effort? Because clearly he doesn't get paid enough, right? I mean, just millions and millions of dollars for a game. Chris Jones deactivates social media after criticism over his effort. Yeah, so Chris Jones deactivating social media account this week. The three-time All-Pro stood and watched while Lawrence fell after having his right foot stepped on. There you go, by his right guard. Got up and then ran 1 yard for a touchdown with 23 seconds remaining. It gave the Jaguars a 31-28 win. After the game, Jones was not asked about his own effort, but was asked about the play. He said he thought multiple times we had him, and that added the Chiefs have to finish. Yeah, and then you saw him get up because we saw in the video how he moved in that direction and just kind of walked and watched Lawrence stroll into the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. Chris, man, if you think deactivating your social media is going to turn things down, you, my friend, have another thing coming. You're going to get the fans all riled up even more, and it is going to be a nasty season for you, no matter where you go. Yeah, look, count your blessings. You don't come play in Philadelphia. Although, again, of course, when we're in the Super Bowl, and maybe you'll be lucky enough to be there as well, we all know that that's going to be a home game for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, anyway, let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below. But first, about Chris Jones and his reaction, also about just Philly fans in general and how they feel about stuff like this. I do think that's no one likes it, right? But I think that that expectation of effort is something that kind of sets our passionate Philly fan base apart from all these others. And then also what you think about things like I mentioned Allen Iverson, what Aaron Rowan did. Brian Dawkins was another guy, and he never even won a championship here. Is absolutely beloved because of the effort and passion and his appreciation for the fans. And then, of course, there was Nick Castellanos, which I wanted to do a video on, didn't get to it in time. Maybe it's old news now, but we'll see. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Well, appreciate you being in here. We're I think like 60, no, a little less than 60 subs from 500. So do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Go have yourself an incredible day. I'll talk to you in the next video.